What if I told you that making more money won't solve your financial problems? Sounds crazy, right? But here's the truth. Lottery winners go broke. High-earning professionals live paycheck to paycheck. That promotion you're chasing might just make things worse. Today, we are diving deep into why earning more rarely fixes money problems, and more importantly, what actually does. Stay tuned because by the end of this video, you'll understand the real reason you're struggling financially and how to break free. Let me share a startling statistic. According to recent surveys, nearly 60% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. And here's the kicker. This includes people earning six figures. Think about that for a moment. Someone making $150,000 a year struggling just as much as someone making $50,000. How is that possible? The answer lies in what financial experts call lifestyle inflation, or the hedonic treadmill. Here's how it works. You get a raise, let's say $10,000 more per year. Initially, you feel rich. You've got extra money in your account. But slowly, almost imperceptibly, your spending adjusts upward. You move to a nicer apartment, upgrade your car, eat out more frequently, subscribe to more services. Within months, that extra $10,000 is completely absorbed, and you're back to feeling broke. This isn't a character flaw, it's human psychology. We adapt to our circumstances remarkably quickly. What felt luxurious last year becomes normal today, and what's normal always feels insufficient. This is why people who triple their income often don't feel 3 times wealthier. They've simply tripled their expenses to match. So if more money isn't the solution, what is? The uncomfortable truth is that most money problems are behavior problems disguised as income problems. Let me explain what I mean. Imagine your finances as a bucket with holes in it. Earning more money is like pouring more water into that bucket. Sure, the level might rise temporarily, but until you plug the holes, you'll never fill it up. Those holes are your financial behaviors: impulsive spending, lack of budgeting, no emergency fund, keeping up with the Joneses, and not understanding the difference between wants and needs. Consider credit card debt. The average American carries over $6,000 in credit card debt, paying 18 to 24% interest. Now, if you got a $10,000 raise, would that solve the problem? Only if you changed your behavior. Otherwise, you'd likely increase your credit limit and accumulate even more debt at those crushing interest rates. The mathematics of personal finance are brutally simple. If you spend more than you earn, you'll struggle, whether you make $30,000 or $300,000. If you spend less than you earn and invest the difference wisely, you'll build wealth over time, regardless of your income level. Here's a challenge I give everyone. Can you tell me, right now, exactly how much you spent last month? Most people can't. They know their income to the dollar, but their expenses? It's a mystery. This is the expenses tracking blind spot, and it's costing you thousands every year. Small, invisible expenses are financial termites, slowly eating away at your wealth. That $15 subscription you forgot about, the daily coffee shop visit at $6, the convenience of food delivery adding $10 to every meal. These don't feel significant individually, but they compound dramatically. Let's do some quick math. $6 per day on coffee is $180 per month, $2,160 per year. Food delivery markups and fees adding $10 per order, 3 times a week? That's $1,560 per year. 3 forgotten subscriptions at $15 each? Another $540 annually. We are already at over $4,000. And we've barely scratched the surface. The solution isn't earning more, it's awareness. When you track every expense for just 1 month, you'll be shocked at where your money actually goes. This awareness alone often leads to cutting 15 to 20% of expenses without feeling any real sacrifice. Now let's talk about what actually does fix money problems: building a savings foundation. This concept is so simple it sounds stupid, but it's transformational. Before you think about investing, before you dream about passive income, before you consider any get-rich-quick scheme, you need 3 financial foundations. First, a budget. Not a restrictive, joyless spreadsheet of misery, but a conscious spending plan that aligns your money with your values. Your budget should tell your money where to go, instead of wondering where it went. Second, an emergency fund. Life happens. Cars break down, jobs get lost, medical emergencies occur. Without an emergency fund of 3 to 6 months of expenses, you're one crisis away from financial disaster. This fund isn't optional. It's the foundation of financial stability. Third, Eliminate high-interest debt. Any debt above 7 to 8% interest is an emergency. Credit card debt at 20% interest is a financial fire that will consume any wealth you try to build. You cannot invest your way out of high-interest debt because you'd need impossibly high returns to overcome those interest rates. It's about getting rich slowly and surely. The wealth-building formula is straightforward. Spend less than you earn, invest the difference in appreciating assets, and let compound interest work its magic over decades. Notice I said decades, not days or months. A person earning $50,000 who saves and invests 20% of their income will likely become wealthier than someone earning $150,000 who saves nothing. Why? Because wealth isn't about what you earn. It's about what you keep and what you do with what you keep. Consider this. $500 invested monthly at an average 8% return becomes $375,000 in 20 years, and over $1.4 million in 30 years. That's not magic, that's mathematics. And it's available to anyone, regardless of income level, who has the discipline to save and invest consistently. And over $1.4 million in 30 years. That's not magic, that's mathematics. And it's available to anyone, regardless of income level, who has the discipline to save and invest consistently. Let's address one of the biggest wealth destroyers in modern society, the comparison trap. Social media has turned everyone into a curator of a highlight reel, showing off cars they can't afford, vacations financed by credit cards, and lifestyles that are often complete illusions. When you compare your financial reality to someone else's carefully crafted fantasy, you'll always feel behind. This feeling drives you to spend money you don't have on things you don't need to impress people you don't even like. It's financial suicide. The solution? Stop comparing your Chapter 3 to someone else's Chapter 20. Run your own race. Define wealth on your own terms. Maybe for you, wealth is having enough to work part-time and spend more time with family. Maybe it's the freedom to travel 3 months a year. Maybe it's retiring early or starting a business. Whatever it is, it's your definition, not Instagram's. So what do you actually do? Here's your practical action plan. Step 1. Track every expense for 30 days. Every coffee, every subscription, every purchase. Use an app, use a spreadsheet, use a notebook, I don't care. Just track it. This creates awareness, and awareness creates change. Step 2. Create a zero-based budget where every dollar has a job. Allocate funds for necessities, savings, investments, and yes, some fun money too. A budget that doesn't allow for enjoyment isn't sustainable. Step 3. Build your emergency fund. Start with $1,000 if that's all you can manage, then build to 1 month of expenses, then 3 months, then 6. This fund buys you peace of mind and financial stability. Step 4. Attack high-interest debt with intensity. Use either the debt snowball method, paying off smallest debts first for psychological wins, or the debt avalanche method, tackling highest interest rates first for mathematical efficiency. Pick one and execute relentlessly. Step 5. Once you're debt-free with an emergency fund, invest 15 to 20% of your income consistently. Start with retirement accounts like 401ks and IRAs for tax advantages. Then consider index funds for long-term growth. Here's what nobody wants to hear but everyone needs to understand. Wealth building is boring. It's not sexy. It's not exciting. It's packing lunch instead of eating out. It's driving a paid-off used car instead of leasing a luxury vehicle. It's saying no to a vacation you can't afford. It's choosing long-term security over short-term pleasure. But here's what wealth building actually gives you: freedom. Freedom to leave a job you hate. Freedom to help family members in need.